This is Kraken Bay, aka Pirate Storm, from Sonic and the Secret Rings. This is one of 2 Sonic and the Secret Rings stages, alongside Dinosaur Jungle, that are in this game. Hopefully more come in the future, by the way. For example, Night Palace from Sonic and the Secret Rings. That would be pretty cool. Night Palace would be pretty cool. But yes, this is Pirate Storm. A lot of people don't like this track, mainly due to the water sections. I think the water sections are kind of fun, in my personal opinion. Speaking of the water, look at the water. I mentioned throughout this series, Sega is the king of water. And this is, oh wow, it's gotten dark all of a sudden. But yes, Sega is the king of water, like confirmed as lore. I've already confirmed this already. We already know this. Sega is really good when it comes to rendering and creating water. We're venturing off into the Grand Line in order to find the One Piece. Yep, and we see the lightning animations just cracking. Yep, this is like Kraken Bay from afar here. Really cool. It kind of looks like it's like this one big gigantic like water platform that's being surrounded by like fog in a way. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty interesting. Now the music for this track is a bit different compared to what you're hearing here, which is No Way Through from Sonic and the Secret Rings, you know, the Pirate Storm level. But I think this fits so much more, in my personal opinion. I really hope they fix the jukebox to where we can add songs to individual, like, laps into individual tracks as well. So hopefully that change comes in the future. Pirate Bay, let's take a look at this here. This sunken, damaged pirate ship. Whose pirate ship this may be? We don't know. This could be anybody's. I mean, this is based off Pirate Storm from Secret Rings. And you see all of the... I'm assuming these are the dead crewmates of this here vessel. Because you see, like, ghosts, like Sonic Adventure 2 ghosts with the bandanas. And just throwing, like, barrels. And just having a grand old time. I guess they want to find the One Piece, but they died, so they're trying to make up for their actions by just not giving a shit. You see, the Kraken plays a huge part in this. As you saw in the opening for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, the Kraken plays a huge part in this level. You see the cannons here. Well, you have to keep in mind, this is like a damaged pirate ship, and the Kraken has taken over. So these are kind of not operational. Yeah. And there's the Kraken tentacles. Yep, good old tentacles, am I right? Please don't clip that out of context. Anyway, but yes. Yeah, so part of these tentacles kind of damage you throughout the level. Very ominous. Again, I love this dark atmosphere brings out the water and the lighting. I think it's very cool. Yeah, I think it's very cool. Very, very cool. The reflections are really well done here, especially with the bleakness of the atmosphere. One of my favorite sections of this particular level, this is a crossworld. I said crossworld. So this is like a crossroads, so to speak, where you can go 2 different ways. There's a lot of barrels here, so you could go there, but you'll stay inland. But you can also go here, which is, I believe, slightly faster. I believe this route's slightly faster, where you go into this water section where you kind of ride the waves a little bit. Which also leads into this other crossroads, where you can go towards the land here, through the barrels, or you can go further, risking getting hit by one of the Kraken's massive tentacles, and you basically go through this here, where it leads you to the final part of the stage here. So there's many different paths you can take throughout this level, throughout this crossworld. Here we got this other vessel here, this other pirate ship, which is just in the crossroads, so to speak. Oh wow, these are like glowing. These are glowing here. I guess that's probably due to ghosts with their magic, just running amok and stuff. And you see here, this is a lot of gold, a lot of doubloons. A lot of... Are those like Dampa coins? I think those are Dampa coins. But yeah, you see a lot of gold doubloons, a lot of gems. You see, they're not Chaos Emeralds nor Soul Emeralds, they're just regular old gems. And they're just having a grand old time. They're just having fun. You see one of them just like shooting barrels. Well, shooting the cannons, so to speak. Yeah, they're just having fun because they're dead. So... They're trying to find solace in whatever they were trying to do. And we see more just gold and riches beyond your wildest imagination. You see swords here. You see more swords. You see just valuable stuff that is probably not Gold Roger's treasure. Probably not from the One Piece. They did a really good job with modeling these pirate ships. And the rocks, too. Another thing I have to say, the rocks. The shiny rocks, the wet rocks, really well done here. Like, the rendering in this level is actually pretty spot on, in my humble opinion. This is pretty cool. As we vast through these seas here, we see our main enemy. We see our main enemy of this level, the Kraken. The Legendary Kraken himself, or herself, or whichever. It's the Kraken. So this is part of the final section of this level here, where you're literally shot through a gigantic cannon, and you need to dodge all the Kraken's like infinite tentacles, because they're trying to attack you. They're trying to be obstacles as you're getting through the warp ring into the final lap. I am curious though, so if you go down here, I want to try to see how the model looks under. Oh yes. Oh, they're coming from nowhere. They're coming from scenic nowhere, clearly. Oh yeah, okay. Cool. Interesting. Yep, and you see the head of the Kraken. Oh, wow. Oh, those are the eyeballs. Oh, those are the eyeballs of the Kraken. Yes. Absolutely they are. Oh, look at the eyes. They look like the eyes of, like, a toad from, like, Naruto. It looks like the Kraken's, like, in Sage mode. Sage mode Kraken, imagine that. How old has this Kraken been? Probably hundreds of thousands of years. Probably infinity years. I don't know. He's the Kraken. Is this mythical being. It's this mythical being of just creature. This mythical being of just creature that's just... Kraken. It's just Kraken here. But, yes. Really, really just chilling, realizing, hey, there's nothing that these ghosts can do. I'm just the Kraken, so I will act as a Kraken. But as you see here, you see this damaged pirate ship here with even more cannons you can go through. And I think there's items here you can get in the, because this is time trials, this isn't the regular version. And you see the ghosts just throwing barrels because what the hell? Just throwing barrels because why not? Because they're dead, and they could not find the One Piece anymore, so they might as well just ruin other people's chances of finding the One Piece. Kraken Bay. Pretty cool. Pretty spooky stage, yet pretty adventurous stage as well. Makes you want to venture off into the Grand Line to find the One Piece and probably risk dying, because you're not going to find the One Piece, because the only one that's destined to find the One Piece is the Straw Hat Crew, and you're not part of the Straw Hat Crew, and you will never will be, because the One Piece is only real in that universe. The One Piece is not real in real life. Imagine if the One Piece was real in real life. Oh my god, the world would be in chaos. If Gold Roger was actually a real person, and you can actually eat devil fruit, and you can actually get powers from said devil fruit. Anyway, overall, Kraken Bay, aka Pirate Storm, really cool stage. Again, love the Secret Rings representation with this game. Again, I hope we see more Secret Ring stages in the future, but that remains to be seen. But, I mean, if we end up getting Year 2 DLC, which is looking extremely likely at this point, I would love to see, like, Night Palace, like, return from Secret Rings, or maybe even Sonic and the Black Knight levels. I would love to see that. But, yes, Kraken Bay. Tell me in the comments below, by the way, how do you feel about how Sonic and the Secret Rings was represented in this game overall? Let me know what you think in the comments below, but I think this is really cool, along with Dinosaur Jungle as well. Both really cool stages. Hopefully we get more Sonic and the Secret Ring stages in the future, but hopefully when the inevitable Year 2 comes out, hopefully, we will have our wishes granted in that aspect.